Hello, Doug.
Hello, Moro.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I got your message that we run the wrong
Okay.
file.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We run it on incorrect file.
Uh,
We need to run in the old uh, file. So yeah. Hey, what up?
Hello,
Hey,
Gaurav.
Yep.
Hello, Gaurav. Hello, Rama.
yeah, I guess.
Hey, Rama.
Because everyone's off camera. Uh, Why do we need to see their faces? Moro and Dad, can you please on your video?
Sure. What is it?
Gaurav wants to see your faces. This is sensitive information. We cannot. We need to make sure that we are working with FBI. Right?
Can you see my camera?
Not at. So
Wait a minute.
Home, you can also share your video. So I don't think we met like. Dad, can you introduce who want to Gaurav? Yeah, it's fine, man. Like it's okay if it's too difficult. Don't worry. Don't worry about this.
Wait a minute. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know. My camera cannot turn on. Is my problem?
No, that's fine. That's okay. Also, your voice is too low.
Uh,
Which is
I think I got
where are you using Hangout?
problem with
Yeah.
internet.
Zoom, this is Zoom, right? No, it's not Zoom. Oh, this is Hangout.
Connect from my home, so I think internet from my home is not good enough for camera.
Okay, Google Hangouts video is not good. Let's connect in Zoom. Gaurav will send a Zoom request.
Okay.
All right. I don't think that we need to install. Oh,
Hey, Doug, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Cool. I actually,
Can you see my camera?
no. It's fine, it's okay, don't worry about it.
It seems your camera is on, but it seems something is blocking it.
Maybe it's like internet is slow or something.
This one.
No, it's not.
So it will bot. You will put something.
Oh, yeah, it looks safe. Oh, genius. So is Young also joining? What's his name? Okay, good night, Maru. What time is it?
It's not bad. It's so far.
Oh,
8 o'clock.
can we start now?
Yeah, you can start now.
Duck, your voice is very low.
Yeah.
Can you speak louder, or can you please check your mic?
Okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Yep.
A little
It's
better.
too low. Like. Is Young joining or no?
Yeah, he joining.
Can you can share the link with him. You can click on this Zoom and you will see share icon.
Yeah.
Is invite also?
Are you okay that I can the That way we could see whether we could remove them.
Please wait a minute.
Duck, we can proceed, or do we need to wait for Huang?
We can
Hank,
start now.
okay,
What is it?
we can start.
Oh, okay.
You want to proceed?
Sure, yeah. So I actually CC'd you on one of the tickets. So we have a new application that we are building. It's like API build. So right now our application is only like applications are like Symfony and Elysium, right? So we are going to have one more application called API. So it's basically just to expose the APIs to our partners so they can also integrate with it and then use our service. So for that we need like some server setup. Did you get a chance to look at the ticket, or should I share it? Let's share it.
So the purpose of this call is we need to discuss and we need to plan how we can introduce a new API server.
Mhm.
How should be the structure and how should be the communication with other servers. So a few of our partners they wanted to integrate their system with our APIs. So we need to expose APIs for them. So right now we have front-end applications, Elysium and Symfony, and we have backend application Vienna. So backend application is exposing RESTful API, and front-end applications that are accessing those APIs. We cannot open Vienna APIs to public because we have all our business logic on Vienna. So it is not safe to expose business logic server to outside. That's why we have restriction. Only front-end applications, front-end servers only they can connect to the Vienna. So we cannot directly access Vienna URL from outside from the browser. So we want to introduce one more server called API. So it is like our front-end applications. It will connect to Vienna, and we will expose the customer APIs from the API server. So the customer will send the request to API server. API server will forward that request to Vienna. So we are going to support 4 types of APIs. One is today in our homepage, when we search by lane, we are showing rates. So we should provide the same functionality through API. That is first case. Second one, once we show the rates using that quote ID, user should be able to book the shipment. So for that we need to expose one more API. To check the latest details of the shipment, latest status, latest events on the shipment, latest locations. Partner, he needs to make an API call. So we want to create one single API call to return all the details related to that shipment, that booking. So that is like a get a booking details. That is third one. Fourth one is the partner from his application, he should be able to upload few documents to the system. That is fourth use case. So we are going to add these 4 APIs in the API server, and when we get a request to these APIs, we will forward that request to Vienna. So before forwarding, we need to validate,
authenticate the user,
the API key and credentials of the partner. So we should not send the validation details and the API details in a single. We should not send the validation details to Vienna in a single API call. For example, if we need to get rates, Vienna will not validate and get the rates. So one option is from API server, make 2 requests to Vienna. One is to validate the user. Second one is
get the actual result.
to process the real request. One is to validate, one is to process the real request. So making 2 API calls to Vienna is overhead, and every time we don't need to get this user information from database. So what we are thinking is, we want to introduce an in-memory database, for example Redis in AWS. We will put all the user information in the Redis memory DB. So first time when the user makes an API call, we will check that user API key or credentials, they exist in Redis DB. If they are not there, we will make an API call to Vienna, and we will validate the user, and we will get the user details, and we will put them in memory database. So next time when when the user make another API call using same credentials and API key, every time we don't need to hit Vienna. So we can get we can verify those details in memory database, and we can make only a single API call to Vienna. So this is what we are thinking. We are thinking to add 2 API servers in production and stage environments with the load balancing, and at the same time we want to add a clustered in-memory database. So in case if one is down, we'll have another one as a backup. In Dev, we will have single API server, that is a new server, and
One load balancer.
we'll have one load balancer, one load balancer and one memory DB. So this is what we are thinking. I need your help. This approach is okay, or if you have any suggestions, please let us know. Or if this approach is okay, I want to see all the architecture in the Confluence before proceeding. How we are going to add the servers, in which VPC we are going to add what server. Before start adding any instances, we need to estimate the cost.
Cost and like in terms of both effort estimate as well as cost estimate.
Yeah. So after I mean to add these new servers in our AWS account, how much we need to pay extra. So we need to estimate the cost for this. You guys can work on some Confluence page and add the all details there, and also system architecture diagram also add there. Yeah, that is what we are expecting. So once we are comfortable with that architecture, we should be able to, we should start creating new instances and a new memory databases, load balancers, everything. We should configure everything. From our side, we are expecting this by the end of this week, at least the basic details, rough estimation on the cost. We can actively start the implementation work in the early next week. So the next release plan is we will have around 3 weeks for the development. 3 weeks means including this week, next week, and next week. So by the end of next week, we should be able to complete the system setup. So that is the idea. Let me know if you have any comments or any other suggestions.
About Redis, how much memory system requirement have the Redis daemon services? I never worked before with Redis, so I don't know if we need 8 GB of memory.
Initially, we'll have very few customers. The traffic is very, very less. So I think we can go for a small memory DB. I don't know what we call it in AWS.
An instance with 2 core and 4 GB of memory. I think for the initial setup, it will be.
I think in my previous company we used 1 GB instance also. I'm not sure. I need to check.
He's saying 2 core and 4 GB.
Yes, 1 GB of memory.
I don't think that's like.
Yeah, if we have that much traffic, we can increase it later.
You can always scale it later, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's start with like bare minimum.
Okay, so it will be 2 server inside installed with Redis in a cluster.
Yes,
correct.
2 clusters.
But we are using a load balancer, so I don't know how.
When we need to use load balancer for the API server, but for Redis, I don't remember exactly.
In total, will be.
Redis, we don't need load balancer on Redis. It automatically works. Like it will.
It will be 4 server. Let speak only when for a station. It will be 2 server for API, 2 server for Redis. 4 server in total. Okay.
For Redis, it is not like a server.
It's not server. It's like
it is a clustered DB. I didn't check AWS recently.
So is 2 server for the API?
Yes.
behind a load balancer
Yes.
and
Correct.
two Redis instance without
Yes.
access to public is an internal one
Yes.
that
Correct.
we need to the API server internally via internally do the communication with Redis, make the query to the database, internal database. If we don't have any record, it will do the call to Vienna and keep that on memory. Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
Mhm.
That is our idea. So if you have any better solutions, please let me know.
I think it's a good infrastructure. Yes, it's a normal. It's more or less the same that we have on our app. So yep. The only things that
Doug,
we
do you
need
have any? Doug, have you used Redis before?
no, never.
No, I was asking Doug. Sorry.
No, me too. It's the first time.
Okay, it's not a big thing, right? It's just a one-time setup. It won't take much time. It is easy.
Okay. Okay, so one server, one load balancer, one is ready. Okay, and why we need a load balancer on depth if we have only one server?
Or to have like
It is not like a load balancer right now. In Dev also we have load balancer, right? To configure our own URL.
For the HTTPS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
If it's not required, I mean, it's up to you. I'm not sure how it works, but today on Dev Vienna server we have load balancer, right?
Yes.
I can remember.
We gave the alias on load balancer, and it is directly pointed to the instance URL. That is
Load
what I have
balancer.
in my mind.
Let me check. Load balancer. I need to log in. But yes, we have a load balancer. Yep. Not quite sure, but I can remember. Logis 9 account. Let me log in and check.
Doug, did you understand the requirement?
Yes, I'm right. Not some important requirement, and I will ask more details about this request. I have to check not some important detail as your requirement.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. We can discuss one more time.
Yeah, sure.
So you got the basic.
Which one is not
Yes.
clear to you? I didn't get it.
That the next step is to do the Confluence page and to estimate the cost. So we will need
First step on the Confluence, add
architecture.
then
first
server.
step on the Confluence page, add architecture diagram. It should be more clear. Next step, cost estimation.
Money, how will be cost estimation of the money of not the
Yeah.
cost effort to set up. Okay. All right. Okay, it will be in the end 10 server. 4 for production, 4 for staging, and 2 for depth, right?
Why 4 for production? Is counting Redis also? Or?
Yeah, generally Redis is not like a regular instance.
It's only like one installation. So 2 servers, one Redis.
There is a Redis on services on AWS. It will not be. We will not set up a new instance. With the
Yeah, it's
Linux.
like RDS.
Okay.
The same way we do with
Ba đang làm
RDS,
việc,
right?
ba
It's the
đang làm
same
việc
thing.
chút, chào bạn Dốc.
It's just like RDS, but it's like in-memory database. So,
Okay.
yeah. So 2 servers production, 2 servers stage, 1 dev, total 5 API servers. And Redis, it's like one, with the replication.
The cost and how
The third one,
in
so
that.
2 replication on the production stage and then 1 on dev. So I think the major cost will be API servers. Redis is like, don't need to, because we'll start with like bare minimum. But, so as Rama said, the first step is like on the Confluence page, like create an architecture diagram and then about the kind of flow update and stuff like that.
What size of instances
Yeah,
we
size
need,
of instances.
add everything in the Confluence page.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about this and start doing the diagram
Okay.
and the Confluence page.
So what I'll do right now is I'll assign this ticket to Doug.
Okay.
Okay, first we need to make a conference page for the estimate the cost first, and we had
Yeah, architecture diagram,
yeah,
cost.
yeah,
First architecture diagram, and then like when we decide on it, then we can do cost estimation.
yeah, I got it.
Because first we need to check feasibility, right? How is this going to work and stuff like that. So
Okay. Okay. Could you check how Redis work on AWS? The service of Redis on AWS, how it work, how to set up and the cost. So to have some information to start working on the Confluence page. Okay.
and if you have any questions, like directly reach out to me. So Rama is like busy with other projects as well. So I'll be taking lead on this one. So Duck, in case, or Mauro, in case you have any questions, reach out to me. And if I have questions, then I'll go to Rama. So
Let's use some common group channel
yeah.
so everyone can see.
So should we create a DevOps one or like
We already have one.
Let's
Let's create
NetOps, right?
let's create one more group for
APIs? Okay, we'll do that.
a temporary one.
Okay. Redis.
Today is Wednesday, right? So, and let's try to like complete the architecture at least by end of this week. So we could decide then.
In memory that is
So tomorrow evening at the same time we can take a look at and we can review that. If we can get something.
Because like we cannot start implementing coding like unless we get the server setup done.
Mm-hmm.
Coding is not related to this, right? But you need to check
do
your
that.
local.
Yeah, that is good.
In coding side also we need to check the architecture to create new application.
New application. Yeah, so that will also take time. Cool. You also said you had some reference material, right?
For Edison.
Cool. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the status on refreshing the carrier data on dev stage and production?
We only run on dev and staging. We don't run yet on production.
So did you run both files, broker and carrier data?
Yes, and I was to ask that to run on staging because the last file is a very small one. It only is a few minutes. I run it, so you asked me to ask that to run that one, to rerun.
Okay.
But on dev and
how much time it took for both files, broker and carrier data?
Broker, it took few minutes, and for the another one, I did not check, but was 15, almost 16 files, so probably is
3 hours.
6 hours. Oh, okay, 6 hours. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
too big. Mm-hmm.
Brokers, I think it should take more time. I don't know why. Did you guys execute a correct file?
Yes. It's a file for 114 megabyte. It's not too big.
Okay. Mauro, did you see the improvement on job execution?
No, what?
Earlier it took almost more than a day, right? Almost 2 days.
No, I don't. Could you repeat, Rama?
Earlier,
Yes.
first time when we executed it, it took almost 1.5 days.
Yes, but we have a very large file. I don't know if right now is quick because of the Java optimization, or
Yeah,
or
we
just
have Java
because it,
application. I fixed some logic in the jobs.
okay, that is the reason. Okay, I need to compare with the old file that took 20 30 hours. If they are the same size, to know if right now is something that for the memory optimization it was more quick, but
Okay.
I don't
So
remember the size.
okay, when we execute those files, I didn't get any emails when we start those files, start the execution of those files, and when they are done, I didn't receive any email.
Uh, mm, do we put the no? I can't remember if we put the mail notification. No, that was an idea, but I never did that.
I don't think so, Moro. Last
Uh,
time I got emails.
yes. Okay, let me
Yeah.
check. Let me check it right now. Maybe we're. Give me a second. I will check because I can't remember. Sudo. Give me a second. NetOps. Yes, I think I put that one. Hecho. List of the file finished successfully. What happened? I remember to put something. Yep, yeah. Wings. This was mail. Hecho. Summary. I did not see the line to send an email, but I remember something. But probably we are using another
Okay, you can
version
fix
of
it
the
later.
script.
It's not important. I just want to let you know.
Okay, yes, I remember that I set up a email notification in the end. Weird. Okay, I will check that.
Okay, good. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, I think we can hang up for today.
Okay.
Sorry, Moro.
Yes.
Can we continue the knowledge transfer for Rundesk?
Yes. Okay. Let's have a call on 5 minutes, and I will show you the some job on Rundeck. We have the yes. I was checking on a station, and we have the notification via email. Weird that we not receive to net operation. Let me do a test. Okay, I will check why we don't get the email, but we have the line to send the email notification. All right. Okay, guys.
Cool. Let's have a call tomorrow at the same time then, and maybe we can have like something by then. Like
Okay.
you guys could brainstorm more and see if we can go with this approach or like whatever you think.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
So
All right.
thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.